Hello and welcome to yet another dimension, the spooky edition. Because today we're not talking about video games.
Nope.
We're talking about something else. We're talking about our favorite horror movies of all time.
Horror movies.
Yes.
I like horror movies too.
Yeah, I do too, but I like horror movies better.
Yeah.
So we're just going to talk about our favorite ones.
No particular order.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say was my absolute favorites of all time. Well, I'm sure you got your favorites, but
yeah, there's like two or three of them that I'll consider like my favorites of all time.
But we both love horror movies. I mean, you're the king, so I can't compete with you.
Oh, I know people know more than me. So.
Oh, people know more than you, man?
Yeah, I can't call myself the king.
What? Well, you're the king right here, so it's all right. So, what did you want to talk about first?
You want me to go first?
Go ahead, man.
All right. So, I don't know. Should I start off big or just?
We'll work up to the big things.
All right.
You can name one big one.
All right. So, you like anthology movies?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the VHS movies?
The VHS movies, no.
There's VHS 2.
I've heard of them.
And then, don't worry, don't even watch the other two. Just watch one and two.
One?
Viral and whatever the one that just came out this month are terrible.
I didn't know it was an anthology.
But there's like I can't remember, like 5 to 7 different shorts in it, and they're fucking good. Really, all of them are really fucking good. And the first short of the first movie got a full-length movie called Siren.
I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it's from.
So what happens? Is it kind of like
so there's like a overarching story. Like I haven't watched them in so long. I think the first one they're going into this like creepy, maybe abandoned house, and they find the VHS tapes and they start watching them, and crazy shit starts happening. And like the new one, I just watched that one. So it showed like these guys with these like militia or like SWAT team or military guys going in, and they're looking for shit, and they keep finding dead bodies. But then they'll find a movie or a TV, and the movie will play or the little short will play. But they all have different directors. Some of them directed like pretty good horror movies. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but they're really good. They're really fucking creepy.
See, I've never. I thought it was just one movie, the VHS one.
No,
it's all a part of an anthology.
I highly recommend those movies.
Okay, I gotta check that out. I thought that was just like a cheap like knockoff.
No, it was like a straight to DVD movie or something, but it's good. Okay, it's really good.
All right, I got a sheet of stuff. Should we talk about like comedy? How you feel about comedy ones? Just like strictly comedy.
I mean, you talking about like Zombieland and Shaun of the Dead, stuff like that.
Zombieland, Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, I really like Shaun of the Dead a lot. It's directed by Edgar Wright. He directed Scott Pilgrim. You ever seen that?
Not the whole thing. I've seen most of Scott Pilgrim.
Man, that's probably the best video game movie of all time compared to everything else that's come out.
I liked what I seen. I started to fall asleep. I actually just recently bought it in 4K, digitally, so I should watch it soon.
Scott Pilgrim?
Yep.
Okay. But have you seen Shaun of the Dead, though?
Oh, I've seen that a bunch of times.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie so much.
What's it called? What's the bar? The Winchester?
The Winchester,
and we'll grab a pint?
We're going to grab a pint, go to the Winchester, wait till everything falls off. Yeah. See, like the editing, the editing's great in it. It's funny. I like the scene where, like, at first, it's like a long shot of them going through the city and like it's daily, and then it changes after the zombie apocalypse happens.
I remember one of my favorite parts in that. I remember when he's going to jump over the fence and it just falls.
Yeah, that's so great. And they meet like
you've got red on you.
you got red on your shirt. It's like it's just like the British like dry humor. Like but he's not really scary, but I like you end up liking the characters, and it's not really about the zombies, but I like that Zombieland. I just think it's
Zombieland. Did you like part 2?
I haven't seen it.
It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still good.
Okay,
you should watch it.
I like Woody Harrelson a lot in that.
Yeah,
he's fucking hilarious.
He's funny as fuck.
Yeah, when he sees Bill Murray.
Yeah,
and then spoilers I guess for Zombieland.
The movie came out in 2009. Yeah, it's
fine. She kills Bill Murray, and he's like so brokenhearted. Yeah. He's like waiting there, sitting there. It's just like
they're using money to wipe their tears and shit.
Yeah, and he has like the rules of the zombie apocalypse. It was a good movie. I bought physical Evil Dead. Have you seen Evil Dead?
Which Evil Dead is that? That's an old one.
2.
Yeah, I've seen. So
it's Army of Darkness.
Yeah, I just recently seen the old Evil Deads because the first time I seen the remake in theaters.
I haven't seen that one.
And then I didn't like it the first time I seen it, but I like B horror and campy shit. I like a little more now. So I
love that stuff.
I have a newer appreciation for it, but going into it, I didn't expect any of that because at the time I never seen the original. So, but I like it now.
Okay, cool.
The Sam Raimi type shit.
Yeah, you know what he directed later on?
Drag Me to Hell.
That and Spider-Man. It's so weird how he went to that, but I guess it kind of looks like Evil Dead, the Spider-Man movies. But that's like some of my favorite comedy ones. Can't really think of more. Do you have any more comedy focused ones?
I didn't know if you were gonna do that, so I didn't put any on my list. So off the Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's really fucking good.
You know what other movie that kind of reminds me?
What We Do in the Shadows is another one.
See, I haven't seen that one yet. What is that by?
I don't know. It's British. It's British humor. Yeah. It's pretty funny. There's a show too.
Also, you ever heard of Brain Dead or AKA Dead Alive?
I know it's Peter Jackson, but I have never seen it. So I tried watching it a couple times, and I just downloaded it. And every fucking download I had, it had another audio track playing in the background. Like it was like delayed. Like whatever they were saying right now, you'd hear it again like 10 seconds later, lower volume. And I just never I didn't get around to re-downloading it again to try to find a better copy.
That's why you got to buy the physical, man. See?
Dead Alive's the one with the, they take the animal at the beginning, right?
Yeah. It's like some...
So I watched the first like 15 minutes of it.
That is probably the most
goriest movie I heard.
Yes, it is insane.
It's weird Peter Jackson went from making gory horror movies, because what's his other one called? There's Brain Dead, and then
the puppet one? Are you talking about?
No, I don't remember. He's got another really gory one, and then he makes Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
I don't know how he got the job for that.
Yeah, and King Kong, but he did a fucking amazing job on those.
Oh yeah, he did, and you got to watch that movie. It's insane. It's the most insane movie.
I need to watch it for sure.
Like it's straight up like just insane. Like this most craziest shit you can think of.
Yeah.
Eventually, he gets like a lawnmower and just start mowing down zombies, and it's as crazy as you think it is. It just doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just like comedy. I wanted to start with that instead of like the serious stuff. Ooh.
All right. So how do you feel about found footage movies?
So for me, that's not one of my favorites.
That's not one of my favorites either. But I mean, there's some gems.
So name off. What do you like?
So the only ones I think I have on my list.
I don't have anything on my list. I don't think.
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right. So
they're not scary to me.
I really liked the first Paranormal Activity.
That's a good one, but they fucking ruined it with continuous sequels.
There's a couple other ones I like too. Like I liked the marked ones. And then I really liked The Possession of Michael King.
See, I haven't even heard of that. What's that from?
It was straight to DVD, but it's creepy as fuck. He's a skeptic and he doesn't believe in anything, so he's going to all these places trying to get possessed by a demon.
That sounds interesting.
Guess what happens?
He goes to the circus.
He gets possessed by a demon. It's really fucking good. I think that's the only ones I have on here.
Cloverfield. Have you ever seen that? I don't know if that's really a horror movie.
So I've seen every Cloverfield except the first one.
Really? How did that happen?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that's... I haven't seen it.
You can watch them all separate, but they're just vaguely connected. Like usually at the end, it shows a connection.
So what do you think about the Blair Witch Project? I didn't see it when it originally came out.
I never seen the original Blair Witch. I seen the shitty, terrible, fucking awful ass remake they came out with like 5 years ago.
I mean,
I heard it was bad. Everyone told me it was bad, so I never watched it.
But like, have you seen I don't get that. I don't know. It just seems like of the time it would have been cool, but going back to it, I don't know if it's going to be like as good. If you haven't seen it.
I probably wouldn't like it now.
Yeah, so I don't know. People will say that's the best. I think Eric even said that was his favorite, right?
Yeah, he sent us his list.
I couldn't believe that. I need to hear his opinion on it because I couldn't believe that. I don't know. I like so for me, Possession, it's kind of like hard for me to enjoy a lot.
No, I love Possession and I love ghosts and demons.
You see, I like it. Oh, demons. I like to see the physical. I like to see the actual demon.
Yeah. But
it's still some really good ones. I mean, we're going to talk about it, obviously.
Yeah.
So what anything else you want to talk about right now?
Not for the paranormal, but if you want to talk about some demons.
Demons, like, okay, yeah, we talk about
and
demons.
Demons in Possession.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of those.
Have you ever seen The Rite?
The Rite?
It's got Anthony Hopkins in it. He's a exorcist, and he ends up getting possessed by a demon.
When did that come out? No, I've never seen this.
After 2005, maybe 2010. It's really good. I mean, it's Anthony Hopkins. Come on.
He's great. Man, you going deep, man. You going deep. I like it.
Have you ever seen The Exorcism of Emily Rose?
Yeah. Oh my.
That's really fucking good.
Yeah. I mean,
that's creepy as shit.
Both of them are good.
Yeah.
Like all the not all of them. The Exorcist, the original, and
that don't have to do with The Exorcist.
I mean, but like anything with exorcism is like fucking good.
I don't know. Like some of them, like The Last Exorcism and shit.
See, I haven't seen all that.
They're all right for the most part, and then the ending just ruins them. But what else I got? But yeah, The Exorcist I have on here.
Yeah, of course.
That's a fucking classic.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got the mug right here. Yeah. There's a tiki thing right there.
She does so well in that role.
Oh yeah, like, she was young. She's like 12 years old. Yeah, Linda Blair.
Yeah.
And
it's just a great movie. It's a good ending too.
It's really fucking good. It's so weird though, because like I want to talk about more of like the ghost movies and the possession and demon movies kind of blend together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, talk them on.
So like one of my favorite movies ever, The Conjuring.
Conjuring is so great.
That's easily
that's like the like last one I seen, and that was Insidious, where I was like, wow, okay.
James Wan directed both of those, and Lee Whannell is Specs from Insidious. You know who he is, the guy with the glasses. He helped write it too.
Okay, yeah.
And I think he directed maybe number 4.
Mm-hmm.
But I like all the Insidious movies. I think the second one might be the worst one. The Conjuring, I like all those. But she gets possessed. Bro, when she lifts up in the chair and the fucking lights are shaking and shit, that just the framing of that whole scene is just creepy as fuck.
I haven't seen it in a while, but
it left
a real impression on me.
I've watched it over 10 times just this year, easy.
10 times? Wow.
Yeah,
that must be your favorite, man.
I love that movie.
That has to be your favorite.
No, I like Insidious more than The Conjuring. I've watched that at least 10 times this year too.
Damn, I think I like Conjuring a little bit more.
I know we were gonna wait to the end for some of your favorites, but those two, we
could do it by genre.
I would probably pick those two as my favorite. Okay. I just like haunted house shit in general because, like I said, they all kind of blend together. Like Insidious, it's kind of a haunted house, but it's also astral projecting.
Mm-hmm.
The Conjuring, it's a haunted house, but it's also possession.
I mean, let's not make it too like clear cut with the
I know, but I'm just saying. Yeah.
Like something's going into somebody else.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah. I don't know. I love that shit. Like so much of this shit I have on here.
Why do you like it so much? How about that?
I don't know. It's just creepy. I live in a house.
Yeah. So yeah, it can happen at any time.
I mean, I'm actually skeptic. I don't really believe in any of it, but
yeah, I don't. That's why I don't like really scared of it, because I guess because I can't see it, it's not as scary to me. It's just. But when it's done right, like with The Conjuring, and Insidious,
it's so fucking good.
Like a lot of movies don't do it right. We talked about this a little bit earlier. I mean, what about Hereditary? What do you think about that?
Oh, that was actually pretty good.
I love that movie. I watched it yesterday.
I tell you what, bro, when her head hit that pole, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
And it was so graphic, too. That's one of my favorite scenes from the movie. Because he doesn't, light spoilers, this isn't like beginning. He goes home and just leaves the body in the car for his mom to discover. And she did so great. The main actor, I think her name's Toni Collette. She was great. It was great. And that was his first movie he ever directed. It was
Ari Aster.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, wow.
I hate his second movie.
Man, that movie's good. Are you crazy? I don't know. It's overrated, but I think that movie's good. Cults are creepy to me.
So you need to. There's a scene in VHS too.
Okay.
With a cult. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you've seen more than me, so I don't know.
But I fucking hate Midsummer and I hate Us.
Okay, so yeah, you hate Us. I didn't like Us. I didn't get Us. It wasn't really funny.
I predicted it. The second the girl went in there and seen her basically twin, and then the second she wasn't talking anymore, I'm like, they switched.
Yeah. It was obvious.
I don't know. I just thought it was
it just wasn't scary.
I liked Get Out, but even to me, the last like 20 minutes of Get Out got corny as fuck when she's like, "Get him, Grandpa," and the fucking I don't know. They're both.
I just think they're overrated.
Yeah, they got like 99% Rotten Tomato scores, and they're just. I don't know.
They're good. Like Get Out it's a good movie.
Yeah, that one's an actual good movie.
Us,
like I said,
I can agree with you on that.
I just don't like the last 20 minutes of Get Out.
I mean, and like it was obvious what was going on the whole time. I don't know why anybody would be surprised by that.
And shit, actually, I just thought of fucking some more on the possession side.
All right, well, go ahead.
But so I didn't really talk about Insidious, and it's like my fucking favorite one.
Yeah. So why do you like Insidious so much?
I don't know.
It spawned a lot of different movies.
So James Wan directed Insidious. He directed Conjuring. Insidious was technically like a low budget movie. I think they only put like $10 million into it, $8 or $10 million.
Damn.
It's basically all practical effects. Nothing crazy. I mean, there's some CGI when the demon's crawling on the wall at the end.
Yeah.
But then you got like
See, we got to talk about practical effects in a second.
Lynn Shay is fucking amazing. She's always in good movies. You know, she was in the original Nightmare on Elm Street in '84 when she's in class.
Yeah.
You know, like when the girl comes in, her friend that died, and she's all zipped up. In that classroom, Lynn Shay is the teacher. Really? She's also from, I think, Westland, Michigan.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I live in Westland. No, I don't. I live in Michigan. Don't worry about it. And then she's amazing. Insidious 2 was still pretty good, but it wasn't as good as the first one. But Insidious 3, I thought that was fucking amazing. Did you see that one? See, I don't remember it.
The old guy?
I think I only seen 2.
The old guy upstairs? It's a younger girl. She gets hit by a car, breaks her leg.
See, I don't think I've seen it.
There's a scene in that where she's in her bed, right? And the demon is walking around the room. She can't do shit because she got hit by a car and she's in the bed. And he's just walking slowly as hell, just shutting all the windows.
Shit.
And it's so good.
I gotta watch it. Because I didn't really like the second one, so maybe I didn't think it was gonna be the third one.
The third one's good. And then the fourth one wasn't as good as the third one, but it was still pretty good. Then The Conjuring, it's the same thing. The first one's amazing. It's crazy too because James Wan directed both of them. Patrick Wilson is in both of them. Mm-hmm. He plays the dad in Insidious, and he plays Ed Warren in the Conjuring franchise. And the first one's amazing. Second one's still really good. It gets creepier as it goes on. Third one it wasn't that creepy, but it was good. And then it spawned all the other franchises. I love all the Annabelle movies, especially Annabelle Creation. The second one, amazing. That one's creepy as shit. Annabelle Comes Home is pretty cool because it's in their house. You get to see a little bit of all the artifacts in that room kind of coming to life.
Annabelle, huh?
Yeah, Annabelle.
Originally,
Jason Mask.
Yeah. I think this is your favorite franchise. It has to be.
The Nun.
You know it too well.
There's just more than there is in Insidious.
I mean, it's probably the most popular going on right now.
The Nun gets a lot of hate, but I like The Nun a lot.
I heard a lot of bad stuff about it.
The worst movie in the franchise to me, and I still liked it, was The Curse of La Llorona.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard that got panned. They're terrible reviews.
I still liked it.
Okay. I gotta try them out then. See. Look, I only seen a couple of them, and I was like, "Oh man, it's probably just not even good." But you're saying they're good, most of them.
Yeah, I like all of them.
Okay, yeah. All right.
I'll let you go for a little bit, and then I'm just gonna talk. When you come back to me, I'm gonna talk about just like a director. Or actually, I'm talking about James Wan right now. So
yeah, talk about him.
Dead Silence.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen that yet.
What the hell, bro?
Bro, I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of movies, but you only watch horror movies. Seems like
Dead Silence was so good.
When did that come out?
2005, 7. Decently old.
Yeah.
About a girl. They get a doll. I haven't watched it in a while, and it's like a puppet, like a. You know what I'm talking about? Like the Goosebumps puppet.
Oh yeah,
he kind of looks like that.
Ventriloquist.
Yeah.
Puppet. Those things are so creepy.
Yeah, but it's
just looking at Chucky. But let's talk about slasher as a whole in a second. But talk about that.
That's still James Wan. I think James Wan he helped with Lights Out. I think you ever see that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
That was creepy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's an amazing horror director. His new movie Malignant.
See, I haven't seen
a lot of people love it or hate it. It's kind of a call, but it's corny on purpose. It's like a throwback to 80s, kind of B movies. It's like a high budget B movie, kind of.
Ooh, I love B movies, so I'll definitely watch that.
Yeah, so it's on HBO Max. You can watch it. You know what I'm saying?
So, you want to talk about slasher movies?
We can do that. I love those too.
I absolutely love slasher movies. It's my second favorite.
Yeah, I got so much shit.
Yeah. So, I guess the originator. Would you say Halloween?
Some people say
like the most popular, popularized it, I guess.
But some people say like the original one was the original Black Christmas. But I never actually seen the original. I
don't think that holds up as well as it.
The remake wasn't that good. It was Blumhouse, so I figured I'd watch it.
Well, let's start with Halloween. What do you think of the original Halloween?
I love the original Halloween.
Yeah, it's just John Carpenter. Yep. Just a great director in that music. Yeah,
I like the first two a lot.
The first, the third one.
I like the third one a lot too.
I like the third one how they changed it up.
Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be. Did you know that?
Yeah, he didn't want to make a.
So Halloween was supposed to just be a movie that came out every Halloween, and it was going to be a different story every year.
You see, that should. Damn, they should have did that. Why didn't they? Yeah, oh, that's the cash man.
They should have just said, okay, well now this movie's called Mike Myers or something, or Haddonfield or something.
Yeah, instead of calling it Halloween, so somebody else can use it. Yep. It's that money, man. Yep. It was so successful.
Yep. It's still successful. I just watched the new one.
Oh yeah. It's still going after 40 years. Over 40 years.
The kills were really good in the new one.
Yeah,
but it's kind of like what is it? I think it's Halloween 6.
The one
7?
In the 90s.
The Paul Rudd one.
Yeah.
Where that one is... It just brings back Tommy Doyle and all these old characters. But they just bring them back for no reason.
There's the end... I mean, you just got to watch the next one because it doesn't really have a good ending.
I bet this last one will be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I want to see Laurie Strode.
Yeah. It just... In the new one, without ruining anything really, a couple times, they have him. They beat the shit out of him. They could kill him. Mm-hmm. Like 2 different times, and they just leave him.
Yeah,
and let them just say, "Oh, fuck it."
I don't know. They were the dumbest city of all time. They all deserve to die. They all deserve.
I like that hoopty Foxbody Mustang though. That Tommy Doyle was driving.
Yeah. For real, man. But yeah, Halloween. That's not one of my favorites. I like the other ones more. I like Jason more.
My favorite out of the big 3 is Freddy.
It's definitely I was gonna say that for next, but you want to talk about the Friday the 13th movies? So, you like those movies? I like to I like to cut those movies on in the background and just watch the crazy kills. So he's a badass.
The early Halloween movies were really fucking good, right?
Yeah, they're great.
Well, to me, the early Friday the 13th movies are some of the worst ones. Not the Manhattan to me is the worst one.
Oh yeah, that's shit. But he's barely in Manhattan. He's on the fucking boat
when he kicks the radio and shit. That was fun, and it don't even really show him kill people. It's weird.
Yeah,
that one was so bad.
They're trying to tone it down the violence.
They must have been doing something. But my favorite Friday the 13th movies are 4 and 6.
4 and 6.
4 has Tom Savini or whatever. Ain't that his name?
Yeah,
the special effects guy. He's the king of practical effects. It's got oh my god, what's his name? From Gremlins and Stand By Me and Lost Boys.
He didn't die recently, but his friend died.
Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman. Yes,
it's got Corey Feldman.
Yeah, as a kid. Yeah,
and fucking the Friday the 13th movies. Jason technically, people are always like, who would win, Jason or Mike Myers? Well, technically, Mike Myers is just a guy.
Yeah,
he can take a fucking beating. They kind
of changed it to like a supernatural.
Yeah, Jason was a guy until Corey Feldman killed him in number 4, and now he's a zombie.
Yeah, I love how they brought him back to life
with the lightning rod.
Yeah, that's so fucking crazy. I love the way they're the kills. It's just that's the best part. Fuck the story.
I love his special move with the sleeping bag.
Yeah,
his fucking slams him in the tree.
I would just randomly just watch the best kills by Jason.
And just the 80s-ness of it, in 6, right? You got that cheesy ass Alice Cooper song, "The Man in the Mask" or whatever.
Yeah,
I fucking love it. I love it so much.
He's I like him more than Michael, but I think it just works better because he's not supposed Michael. He's not supposed to have a whole bunch of movies.
Yeah,
he's just a regular dude. That 1 or 2 movies should have been just fine.
Friday the 13th and Elm Street really were due for a reboot because those last reboots were awful, and horror movies are in a way better state now than they were back then.
Yeah. 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Man, the
Leatherface was terrible too. So
there's so many
the guy who directed Leatherface and the Friday the 13th, or was it Elm Street? I think it's Friday the 13th.
Wes Craven. Oh, you talking about the newer ones?
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, I don't know.
Those reboots in 2009, the only thing that guy did before those 2 movies was fucking direct music videos.
So what do you expect? It's not going to be really good.
Yeah.
So Leatherface. I mean, I don't. Would you consider that a slasher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like. I honestly don't really like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
See, I haven't even seen it. It's really low budget.
Yeah, like when he kills him and stuff. I don't know. It's just.
Maybe, I do like the concept of it.
Yeah.
It's really
I
creepy.
like the 2005 one.
Is that one
It's got the dude from Full Metal Jacket, the drill sergeant.
He is so good in that.
Yeah,
it has I think Jessica Biel in it.
Yep.
That I think that was my favorite one too. Yep. It was just so gritty and like grimy. Like you hate that guy, the Full Metal Jacket guy. I don't know his name, but he was so good in that. He made that movie. But yeah, I just like the concept of Leatherface, like the fucking redneck backyard family cannibals.
He's based on Ed Gein. Ed Gein, however you say it.
Oh yeah. He's like a serial killer.
Yeah, and he would like take people's skin and make like lamp shades out of their skin and shoes and shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Don't get any ideas.
But and then Jason, back to Jason again. What'd you think of Jason X when he went to space?
I fucking love that movie.
I know it's so corny, but it's so good, so good. The kills are awesome.
Yeah, when the first one with the girl, he frees her face, and then that was so fucking awesome. And he goes into that virtual fighting. That's so I like it. It's I mean,
well, then Freddy versus
they go into
Freddy versus Jason, so good,
bro. Let me tell you about that. This is when
and the soundtrack of that.
It's so awesome. Story time. I think it was like 10 or something like that when that came out. And I never really watched horror movies like that. But that got me big into it. Because I didn't watch any of the movies beforehand. And you know how they show the movies, like the old movies?
Yep.
In the beginning, I was like, oh, what? That looks scary. And they show that with Freddy talking. I was like, damn, this is intense. This is hype.
What's funny with that?
I love that movie. And the girl in that is super hot.
Speaking of the girl, right? My grandma took me to see that movie while it was in theaters, and there's so much titties in the first couple scenes. It was so like uncomfortable. And I was like 12 years old or something.
What's your grandma?
Yeah.
It's like
I think the movie my grandma took me to see right before that one was fucking Shrek.
Wow, a huge leap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my dad used to just show me anything. He didn't care.
It's better than that. I personally, I don't have kids, but from people I know that have kids, the ones that don't shelter their kids from everything, their kids seem to turn out better.
Oh yeah,
because they're not looking at, man, they're hiding this shit from me. It must be really cool. That's what I think. How kids would think.
Hey, I turned out okay.
A little bit.
A little bit. I'm a little crazy, but we need a little crazy in your life.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's talk about Chucky. So Chucky, I like him. He's not really.
I like Chucky. I like him.
I don't like his movies really.
He's just his one-liners are the best.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that.
Like
we'll talk about
in the first movie when she's like, "Talk, damn it, or I'll throw you in the fire," and he's like, "You fucking bitch," and it's fucking awesome.
And I love how he progressively gets like worse. His face gets worse, and like his.
I don't like him with the fucked up face. I like him better.
He is kind of creepier, but I do like. For some reason, I like messed up faces. I don't know. I like how Jason gets like more like fucking beefy.
Jason does look better though as he gets on.
He just looks like he has like a disease going. I don't know, like a tumor growing around his neck. It's like what the fuck is going on?
He's a zombie basically.
Yeah, it's. I think that's sweet to me.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite Child's Play?
I like the first one.
Yeah, the first one's classic.
The first two really, but I prefer the first one.
When they go to like the military.
The third one, yeah.
I don't really like that one.
It was okay.
And I mean, as a kid, I loved Bride of Chucky. I mean, but when I look back, it's like, I
remember like he's crawling by and the dude's smoking weed. He just looks at his joint. Those ones were like those are basically comedies.
Yeah, they started to be comedic, but
the newer ones ain't bad. Like Curse of Chucky, Cult of Chucky kind of sucked.
I haven't seen those yet.
I've seen the reboot was better than I thought it would be.
I heard,
but
it was good.
It's not bad. It's watchable.
But the last one I seen was
Seed of Chucky, maybe.
Yeah, with Redman, they're trying to impregnate. I was like, what the fuck is going on? They had a kid.
Yeah, it's like a trainee too. The kid.
I was like, what is going on? So, I mean, is there any other until we can talk about
Freddy?
Friday the 13th. Yeah, I want to.
You mean Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, Friday. I always say Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street. That is definitely my favorite in terms of slasher. The first one is one of my favorites.
My favorite Nightmare on Elm Street's the third one.
See, that has the best kills and the creative kills. I love that.
You know, Wes Craven directed that one too, right?
He did?
Yeah.
He directed the first one and the third one, and there's
one later. New Nightmare.
Yeah, that one. See,
those are the 3 best in the series, too.
Yeah. I wonder why. Because it had the original director.
The first one came out in 1984. It's got Johnny Depp in it.
Yeah.
It's got...
I think it's first role, yeah.
So what's funny with that, right? Johnny Depp's friend brought him to try out for the movie. Mm-hmm. And Johnny Depp's friend, it wasn't in the movie, but he's the guy that ended up playing Freddy in the reboot, his friend.
For real?
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Damn.
But Heather Langenkamp was only 19 when she was in that.
I mean, they were like really young.
Yeah.
I remember hearing like the guy that's in prison in the movie. I forgot his name.
I forgot his name too.
He was like on drugs, like I think it was like coke, and like he was like suffering really bad.
Everybody was on coke in the 80s.
Yeah, I mean, never mind. It's the 80s. Yeah, you're right.
The worst part of that movie is at the end when Freddy pulls the mom through the window.
Like shit. That's the only bad part.
It just looks like a plastic doll. Yeah. Everything else holds up.
Bro, the best kill, I think, one of the best kills of any horror movie when he pulls them into the bed.
You know how they did that scene?
How did they do that? Yeah.
They flipped the room upside down.
Oh, so he's coming up then?
Huh?
Is he like coming? Like,
so
how they have him up?
So the camera's upside down too. So the bed is technically on the ceiling. So and then there's people above it, and they just dump the blood through the hole. So the blood where it's hitting the ceiling, it's actually hitting the floor.
That's crazy. That's how they did that.
That was like a nod to The Shining, like when the elevator opened and all the blood came out of the elevator.
Yeah. We'll talk about The Shining in just a second. But I love. He's my favorite. Freddy. He just has like that personality.
He's so corny and funny.
He's like, "Hey, bitch."
Yeah.
He's like,
"You can run, but you can't hide, bitch." I'm Scary Terry.
When he like throws her face into the TV in the third one.
That one's a shit. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
That's definitely my favorite.
He gets the needles on his hand for the one junkie bitch.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, yeah. And he's controlling him like on the third one.
Like a marionette.
Yeah, like the veins. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was so cool. And like one of the craziest ones. I think it's like in the 5th one or the 6th one. Like he turns the girl into a cockroach.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what is going on with this?
They started to get a little crazy.
It's like too
crazy. Like the 3D one. Those 3D effects were terrible looking.
Yeah. I don't know.
It wasn't 3D. As bad as Jaws 3D with the fucking shark coming at the screen, but
even Jason had a 3D one. Was that 2 or 3?
3, yeah. It was 3 probably.
Yeah, it was like 3D. Yeah, that they tried to. It was so gimmicky back then.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And then they tried to come back like 10 years ago.
Well, My Bloody Valentine, when they came out with that, was good, or whatever that was called.
Is that
where they were in the mine and shit?
Oh, is that one guy from Supernatural?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Freddy is my favorite slasher.
All day. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just so iconic.
And plus, that's
definitely the worst situation I could think of.
Yeah, the first Elm Street holds up more than all the other movies, I think, too.
Yeah.
Maybe the original Halloween holds up just as well too, but the rest of them.
I love the gore though. I love that stuff so much.
Yep.
It adds to it. Any more to slashers? Like modern day. I mean, they have like the 90s, the late 90s had really like died down.
Well, what's that movie called? Art the Clown?
Oh, the newer one?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's kind of just like a black and white clown.
Yeah, did you see that?
Oh, I've seen that shit.
Where he flips a girl over and cuts her in half.
Yeah.
Pussy first.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's disturbing, very disturbing.
What the hell is that movie called? I can't think of it off the top of my head.
It's just like a name. It's
like
the name of the clown.
Yeah, no, it's just his name's Art the Clown. No, it's one word. I can't. Terrifier.
Terrifier. Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. And clowns are killer clowns. Like when we talk about it.
I mean that wouldn't really be a slasher, right?
We're talking about clowns, so
okay.
The two. My favorite ones is the Killer Clowns and Outer Space. From Outer Space, what is it called?
I've never actually. I have that poster, but I've never actually seen it.
It's basically a comedic one.
Yeah,
one,
I figured.
But it's good. Like the kills in there are pretty creative.
I love it, both of them. The '90s one is kind of corny, but it's still good.
Yeah.
But It Chapter 1 on the remake,
so great.
The Chapter 2. They kind of blew it a little bit, but it was still okay. But Chapter 1, plus they base it in the 80s, and everything in the 80s just either in the 80s or based in the 80s is fucking amazing.
That shit. Anything in the 80s you will like.
Oh, yeah.
So, wait.
Oh, Hellraiser.
That's
kind of a slasher-ish.
Not
really, but I kind of.
My favorite thing about, there's such an interesting, concept when it comes to Hellraiser.
I haven't seen all of them. I've only seen like the first 3.
Oh, it goes off the rails like crazy. You ever heard of what are they called? Cenobites? One of them throws CDs as a weapon. Like music CDs as a weapon.
What is this, the Aerosmith game?
Yeah, I don't know. It goes off the rails like in the 3rd or 4th one.
The 3rd one's the one with the statue.
The statue when like they're in
the bar, like the club, and the extremely 90s looking guy has the statue.
Hey man, the first one is really good. Like the acting is pretty corny.
I think the first one it's not. I think it's really good. I think it holds up pretty well.
Man, the acting is corny, man. You gotta watch that again.
I've watched it a few times this year.
We gotta watch that together. Hold on, man. That acting is kind of
when it first shows the dude all bloody on the floor, that was creepy as shit.
Oh, that's one of the best transformations ever. Yeah. Like when he comes back reanimated.
Yeah, fucking
fantastic.
Yeah, I love Hellraiser.
That's a creepy movie. Like the concept of it is creepy. I like it a lot. Any more slashers? I don't even think of.
Off the top of my head, let me look.
Look around the room.
Yeah,
I think we talked about all the main ones.
That's definitely all the main ones. I think that's all I got on my list. I think probably for slashers. What about movies with? I mean,
and I don't think you like Scream. Do you like Scream?
Oh, Scream! So how did we forget Scream? That's Wes Craven.
Yeah, Scream. So
Scary Movie ruined the first Scream. I can't watch I can't take the first Scream.
Yeah, you can't take it seriously.
Just like the Exorcist a lot. Scary Movie 2 kind of ruined a bunch of parts in The Exorcist too.
You see, I've seen the Scary Movie 2 before The Exorcist. So,
really?
Yeah. It kind of like ruined it for me because that. Oh,
I seen Scary Movie 1 before Scream.
Oh, you did? I seen Scream. I think I've seen Scream 1.
Oh, Jeepers Creepers 2. We forgot to bring up.
Oh,
the third one is awful. Don't watch the third one.
No, I've seen the third one. I saw it in movie theaters.
I was so disappointed.
There's like some, I don't know, it's like some part with like a CG ball that's like rolling.
I don't remember.
I don't know, it's like the worst CG I've ever seen in my life.
It's worse than the Freddy vs. Jason Centipede guy?
Oh, way worse than that. It's not even close. And it came out more recent.
It's worse than the Scorpion King?
No, nothing's worse than the Scorpion King. I don't want to go that far. I don't want to go that far. Man.
Bad CGI, man.
Yeah, they fuck it up. So let's talk about CGI and let's talk about a little bit. I don't want to get too deep in the weeds of it.
There's movies I liked in the early 2000s that are hard to watch now because of the CGI. Like, you ever see Darkness Falls?
Yeah.
With the Tooth Fairy-ish lady?
Yeah. That's why I don't really watch it anymore. They fuck it up. It's so funny. Like 80s, 90s, a little bit of that. They do all the practical effects.
Well, the 80s
still looks amazing.
and early 90s had some, like CG in Hellraiser. They had like the little lightning effect. It wasn't that bad though because they didn't overdo it. But then, like, I don't know. You look at like The Thing, bro, and those practical effects in The Thing. It looks real.
Yeah.
And that movie came out, 82?
Yes. It's almost 40 years old, and I watched it the other day.
Yeah, I have it in 4K. I watched it in 4K. It looks fucking amazing.
I haven't seen it in 4K. I need to watch it.
I guess
you want to talk about The Thing?
We can.
It's probably my favorite horror movie.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, I love I love
John
Carpenter and the practical effects. It's like the perfect movie for me.
You know what failed originally?
Oh yeah, it failed. Yeah, big time.
It's like what's his name says in Back to the Future. He's like, you guys aren't ready for that, but your kids are gonna love it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was ready for that. But so it takes place in an isolated place. I love that shit. In snow.
It's basically Among Us, the movie.
Among Us, yeah, exactly. See, that's where they got that from.
Yeah.
So isolated, snow. I love snow.
Yeah,
Anything in this fucking snow. Alien invasions. I'm a sucker for that. Anything with aliens.
So I've never seen The Thing in 2011.
See, I haven't seen that either. I don't need to.
And I never played the game. It's not a remake. It's a prequel.
It's a prequel.
Yeah.
Is it a whole bunch of CG though?
I heard there is some CG.
See, I'll watch it. I'll give it a shot. But I mean, it has fucking Kurt Russell.
Yep, he's the man. He's in like every John Carpenter movie.
And Keith David, like, they're fucking great in this, and I love it. And like, I love how you don't know who is the Thing. I watched it the other day. I've seen it so many times. I still get confused. Like, who the fuck is the Thing?
Yeah.
And just the best part of the movie, those practical effects, that's the best I've ever seen.
I would agree.
There's multiples of everything.
The dog. The fucking when his hand goes through the guy's stomach, and then the head starts crawling around.
Oh,
it's so
imagine
fucking
being
good.
in that situation.
That's what hurt it. Chapter 2 was this fucking CGI.
Yeah,
It's a fucking super high budget new movie. Take the time. Make those fucking practical effects.
I don't think people know how to do it as well. They just stop teaching people. We gotta bring it back. We should bring it back. Fuck that.
Well, I mean, like you watch like Ash vs. the Evil Dead, and that's still all practical effects.
Yeah. See, I don't
Our
know.
Walking Dead is basically practical effects.
It's just so much easier, man. I think it's just so much easier to just put it in the computer. Oh, type that in.
It's stupid.
Yeah. See, that's why I lost favor with like horror movies like that. Like the possession movies is easy. Like it's better because you don't have like a physical. Yeah. But like with actual monsters and all that, like it's sad to see. But The Thing is probably my favorite.
I love that movie. I need to play the game.
Oh, wait, I should they have the game. The game is good. Yeah,
I heard it was good.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to talk about something else? Because I want to bring up my other favorite.
So before we do that,
we gotta talk about something else too. I see it right now.
The director, it's gonna lead into this.
Okay,
because he directed the sequel. Mike Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan, yeah.
Do you know any of his movies?
I've heard of him. Wait.
Absentia, you probably didn't see that one. It's pretty good. It's one of his first ones. Oculus,
yes.
Hush. Gerald's Game.
Oh, Hush. Is that the one with the girls?
Like the deaf girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a good one.
Before I Wake.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep. I love that one.
Haunting of Hill House. Haunting of Bly Manor.
He did all this? Shit.
Midnight Mass. Am I forgetting anything? I don't know. And my personal favorite of his. You ever see the shitty movie Ouija? Called Ouija.
No.
Well,
it looked bad.
Ouija Origin of Evil was a prequel, and he directed it. It's fucking awesome. It's fucking amazing. It's like based in like the 70s, I think. And you ever seen? Fuck, what other movie was she in? You ever see Annabelle Creation?
Mm-hmm.
You know the not the little girl that gets possessed, the other little girl. Same little girl.
Yeah. What? Oh, it's the same little girl.
Yeah, she's in Ouija Origin of Evil. No.
It's not.
Same actress.
Oh, same actress. I was like, what is that connected?
And bro, it's so fucking good. So it's creepy as shit. You got to watch that one.
So Mike Flanagan, one of the best going right now.
If you watch, he's the king of horror right now. Okay. Out of the newer directors.
Okay.
And then, of course, he directed Dr. Sleep, the sequel to The Shining.
That was so good. I couldn't believe it.
A good ass movie. Put it this way. My girlfriend smokes, right?
Yeah.
In almost every movie, even if we're at the theater, halfway through, she'll get out. In an hour and a half movie, she'll get up halfway through and go have a cigarette real quick.
Yeah.
That movie's like 2.5 hours long. She stayed in there and watched the whole fucking movie.
I was engaged the whole time too, yeah.
And the girl is hot. What's her name? Something the Hat? Rose the Hat?
Yeah.
She's hot as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's another reason why I watched the movie.
And, of course, leading back into The Shining, that's a fucking classic. Came out in 80. Fucking Jack Nicholson.
Olive
oil.
He's just so... Oh, yeah. She looks just like Olive Oil.
She played Olive Oil in Popeye.
Yeah, she was perfect for that role.
So, do you know some of the things about that movie?
I mean, I just know.
Stanley Kubrick is like a perfectionist. And
he only made like 6 or 7 movies.
He did Clockwork Orange, but the scene on the stairs where she's swinging the bat? Mm-hmm. That's in the Guinness Book of World Record, I think, still to this day for most reshot scenes. They did it like 127 times
for that scene.
Yep. And they like tortured her the whole movie, emotionally. They emotionally tortured her the whole movie. That's why I guess she's still fucked up from it today.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they treated her like straight shit to make her.
Did she know about that beforehand?
I mean, it was the early '80s. Women
they could do whatever.
They could get away with treating
them bad. Like they could do anything they want back then.
When he's busting through the door, here's Johnny, and he's busting through. When she's saying Jack stop, she means Jack Nicholson stop, not Jack Torrance.
That's why she says it.
Well, they're both named Jack.
Okay, yeah.
But she's actually meaning for him to stop. Like he was actually freaking her out at that point. Like she was losing her mind.
Damn.
And
is that why the movie's so good?
And
that's why it feels so real.
Yeah. And Stephen King hates that movie, even though it's based off of his book. He don't like that. He don't like the Stanley Kubrick version at all.
Why?
He just don't like it.
I mean, how many fucking Stevens? What's his name again? Stephen King. Yeah. Well, how many good ones are there really?
A lot.
Like other than it, yeah.
Pet Cemetery.
Well, we didn't talk about pets.
Salem's Lot. Cujo. Misery. Drawing a blank. The werewolf movie. I can't fucking remember.
See, I haven't seen all of those. I've seen Misery.
Almost
Pet Cemetery.
Almost everything, basically. Almost all of this shit that's... And then
as good as The Shining, though.
That's like a classic. It's hard to...
Someone like
I'm going to Colorado sometime next year, and I'm gonna go visit the Stanley Hotel.
I'm good.
What?
Like the actual hotel? Oh man, you got to drive that long. Yeah,
that's the best part.
Man, I see. Like that isolation, that fucking gets to me. I don't like being isolated like that. That's fucking. I'll go fucking crazy.
I'm not gonna stay the night there, but they have Shining shit there. Like you can buy a room 237 key and shit.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
No, I can't wait.
Man, see like that. See being isolated like that, far from society. Fuck, that's scary. Like being in that maze.
I fucking.
No, I would definitely go, but it's just like just the thought of it actually frightens me. And we're back.
We had some technical difficulties.
Yeah,
there.
So nothing's changed though at all. All right, Go ahead.
All right, so what are some of your favorite remakes?
Well, The Thing is basically a remake.
Yeah.
But one of my favorites, I think it's an underrated movie. Came out in '88. The Blob. You ever seen that?
No, but I heard it's really good.
I fucking love that movie. Another movie.
Was Reanimator a remake?
I believe it was.
That's a really good fucking movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a very long time. I can't remember that shit.
It's good.
It's really good. But The Blob. I don't know why.
Heard the practical effects are really good in that too.
It's great.
And The Fly too. The Fly. That's a remake, I think.
Yeah, a lot of like the 50s, 60s movies.
War of the Worlds. That was a really good remake. I thought.
See, Tom Cruise. The Tom Cruise one.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one.
So yeah, Dawn of the Dead is probably my favorite out of all the remakes.
I would say The Thing is my favorite, but Dawn of the Dead is fucking awesome. I had to agree. Directed by Zack Snyder, actually. He directed Justice League and all that.
And the new zombie movie, what was that called?
Oh, I didn't like that one.
You did a review on it. It was okay. It was cool for one watch.
Yeah, but never again.
Yeah.
But Dawn of the Dead, I love that so much.
Yeah.
I'll watch it anytime. One of my favorite zombie movies. But anything else you want to talk about? I know you can just talk about this all day, but we got to save it for other videos.
No, we talked about it a lot.
All right. So thank you for joining me for this special Halloween episode of Preferred Dimension. And
you can find me at twitch.com/dementedone.
Yep. Go check him out. What are you streaming right now?
It's been Diablo 2 Resurrected here lately. I'm kind of cracked out on it.
I mean, it's perfect for the season. Yeah. Hell, So stay here, watch other videos. We're going to have more Halloween related videos. We're going to do a house tour. Check that out.
As you can see, all this stuff's from my house.
Yeah,
our whole house is decorated, so we're going to do an MTV Cribs type house tour.
Yeah. It's going to be great. So check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next dimension.
Peace.